Yes, indeed. Bitcoin is back. All right, baby. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Tuesday, the 10th of August, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Here we go. Starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin BTC, which is the SegWit protocol, centrally owned and controlled by Blockstream. Then we've got Bcrash, centrally owned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates. Then we've got Bitcoin, which is BSV, which is the original protocol, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only digital commodity, which is the most valuable commodity on Earth because it provides data sovereignty for the first time ever in history. And then we've got Fisher Price cash on the end. What a joke. So let's have a look at all these figures on Coolcoin then. So we've got hash rate 98.6, network nodes 93.84, transactions 34.5, yeah, going up a little bit, maybe because Bitcoin's letting them off the hook, who knows. And block size 2.4, what a joke. So we'll just let our favourite douchebag of Bitcoin, Peter McCormack, confirm what I've just said about BTC being SegWit protocol and completely different from Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
That's what I just said, mate. What's it like now?
It's a completely different project.
And what would Satoshi Nakamoto have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
Really? What if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing effing up my project?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into the project. I just saw you said it was nothing like Bitcoin. It's a completely different project, and it didn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto was anymore. This sounds absolutely insane. So in your opinion, what is this alternative project based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Based on consensus. Do you even know what proof of work is? Do you understand the significance of the chain of signatures? Do you know that Blockstream implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, which meant they were accountable to nobody and now centrally control the project, which changed Bitcoin from a commodity to a security and crashed its fundamental value to zero? Do you know any of that? I'll give you one more chance to try and convince me.
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
It can't be based on consensus if it's a centralized project. You utter moron. So now we'll let Roger Ver explain what his expectations are of his centralized project.
We're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those multinational companies that say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to conduct billions, if not trillions, of global trade on an annual basis?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time. Just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. And Bitcoin, right, so we've got hash rate going up. 0.4%, network nodes 1.3, transactions 54.8, but look at that, block size 96.6. So we've got 54.8% of the transactions, 96% of the data flowing through the network, all being processed by just simply 0.43% of the hash rate. This goes to show you just how much of an efficient system Bitcoin really is. It is absolutely amazing. So let's have a quick look at these block sizes. But before we do that, we'll have a quick chat with our man, Michael Saylor, because he never fails to cheer me up in the morning with his enthusiasm. So, Michael, what do you say to people like Pete McCormack who think that Bitcoin should be effed around and tampered with and just like changed?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, well, so do we, Michael. So do we. But we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate. Calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
They do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. I mean, where's that going to fit and how's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Is that right? Well, let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain right now then, shall we? Here we go. So just the megabyte blocks here: 4, 14, 35, 73, 14, 126, 457, 444. Good grief, these are huge, and yet they kind of seem tiny in comparison to the gigabyte blocks mine just the other day. 15, 26, 302, 349, 92, 73. Absolutely brilliant. And remember, shitcoiners would have you believe the network shits itself at 22 megabytes. That's why we say shitcoiners, shit for brains. 191, 14, 214, 211, 140. Absolutely fantastic. And Amory still struggling to fit all of his blocks over a kilobyte. Yeah, oh dear. And how many blocks over a megabyte on Bcrush? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh dear, oh dear. And Coolcoin, how many blocks have they got under a megabyte? Because they haven't managed to fill them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've got 8 blocks under a megabyte this morning. What a joke. And then bearing in mind the biggest block they've got is 1.5. Is that it? Yeah, 1.5. Looks like it. 1.5 megabyte. And we've got 457 over here. Absolutely hilarious. To have a look at hash rate. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom, here we go. Next. Proof of work by network. Again, Coolcoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will just simply fall into their own footprints. Bcrash, Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? Bcrash, Bitcoin proof of work, who cares? It is currently 3,154 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is any of these other alternative protocols, shitcoins if you will, and it's currently 3.2% more profitable to mine on Coolcoin. Shows you the competition for Bitcoin. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Let's have a look at this proportionally. Can we do that? It's quarterly, 3 months. Okay, what are we averaging now? So again, so this is 3 months average, so it'll be a lot higher than that now. But currently 48 megabytes in comparison to Coolcoin. We just won. Oh dear, it cracks me up. All right, and yeah, let's get back on it. Daily Bitcoin transactions by network, Bitcoin winning. Transactions per block by network, Bitcoin winning. Fees, this is fees in the block, USD, fees, Satoshis in the block. Fees in the block to block reward ratio, we'll monitor this with time. We want fees in the block going absolutely shooting up, as with the block reward ratio as well. That'd be great. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network, look at that. Bitcoin going absolutely parabolic. Amazing. Before we go on to the next bit, we'll just remind ourselves what's so funny about having all the transactions and data volume on chain. This is what's funny about having all the data volume and transactions on chain. It's laughable. Bitcoin mining operations compete to process data transactions on chain. No transactions or data, no use. No use, no value, no money. The most valuable chain is the chain with the most utility on it. BTCs are utter clowns. So we can actually see the utility here, which is transactions and block size. Hilarious. And now we're going to have a look at these misguided mining operations. Guess where they'll be coming? Yes, indeed. So this is global hash rate 7 days. Global hash rate 24 hours. And look at Coolcoin. Looks almost the same as global hash rate because they've got 98% of it. All these misguided miners, they have no idea what's coming. Dear oh dear. And Bcrash again mining on here for no other reason other than here sheer stupid ideology. Let's look at the profitability on that. So it's currently only 0.7% more profitable to mine on Bcrash. That's because Hathor is on this, spoiling the party. Absolutely hilarious. And this is Bitcoin. So we've got Tau with 54.17, SV Pool with almost 20%. Great stuff. And then we've got Vibe ETC in the orange there being squeezed off the chain. We don't want any shitcoin enterprises on there because the only thing they understand is price manipulation and dollar worshipping. It's outrageous. And then we've got Fisher Price Cash here. Yeah, that's not going to last very long either. So let's have a quick look at how big the chain is. So we're now 165 gigabytes. That's gigabytes in front of the Coolcoin Segwit Protocol BTC chain. Absolutely massive. All right. And let's have a look at the short positions on Bitcoin. Here we go. So we started off at 92. Where are we now? 90. Ooh, small percentage of dirty shitcoin traders. Maybe getting some brains about them. Let's have a look at Coolcoin. Here we go. So where are we now with short positions? Oh, 5.6%. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. 5.6% short positions on BTC Segwit Protocol. It should be 100% short positions. Because it will be soon. And let's have a look at Bitcoin blocks live. Rock and roll. There we go. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized when they're broadcast to the network. And they're recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast because they're picked up by 51% of the nodes. Because Bitcoin is an ultra small world Mandela network, it means that as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to zero, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks, so it's hard to take down. Absolutely fantastic. All right, here we go. So once the transactions that are being broadcast are picked up by more than 50% of the nodes on the network, instantly they're then thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they were rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. Look at the size of these blocks. Look, these are 400 megabyte blocks, absolutely dwarfing these smaller megabyte blocks. My goodness me. But I mean, 400, I mean, they almost seems like nothing now. It's like, yeah, well, we produced 3 gigabyte blocks the other day. You know, what's half of that? We know we can do it. Nothing special here. Absolutely hilarious. But I mean, shitcoiners have no idea what's coming because they spend all day looking at number go up, number go down, and guessing about what's going to happen. Absolutely insane. Whereas we know what's happening because we are looking at the fundamental figures right here. So if you choose a block, say for example this 446 megabyte block, in the highlighted rectangular box below that, you can see the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees. And let's have a look at the charts on the network, any movers and shakers quickly. I don't think there'll be any new ones. No, that's alright, always worth checking though. So do you honestly think a network that only does maybe 4 to 7 transactions a second was meant to service and economically sustain and maintain all of this lot? The Bitcoin mining network all around the world. The idea that a network is only meant to do 4 to 7 transactions a second to service all of this lot is absolutely insane. Do not believe the lies that Blockstream want to tell you, because they make no sense. That's why they're lies. It's insane. It's insane. Brilliant. Hold on a sec. And we're back in the room. Great stuff. Alright, let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Here we go. So where are we now? We've currently got 13.1% of the overall transactions on the network. I wonder if that's because maybe something is being tested or they've stopped testing or something like that. Getting more transactions to come, but we know that XRP and Ethereum are utter garbage anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we'll just let David Schwartz, the Chief Technical Officer of Ripple Labs, explain that XRP is absolute garbage and a security offering.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple end up with half the supply of XRP, which equals 50 billion?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
And remind me to go and have a look up the economic theory of being sort of up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. One more time, David.
The people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
What a joke. And Ethereum being a security.
You just described some crypto as securities. Which ones do you think of as securities?
It's pretty clear, and the Supreme Court has actually spoken about this many times. If somebody is raising money, selling a token,
start the Ether pre-sale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether pre-sale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether, where Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
And the buyer is anticipating profits.
What we're hoping is that sort of similar to what happened with Mastercoin. If that slice is something like 20%, and then the value of Ether goes up by 5, then we basically have the entire initial BTC that we got all over again.
Based on the efforts of that group.
About 100 people that are working on Ethereum right now.
Myself leading the protocol design.
And we also have branding teams, we have marketing teams.
That fits into something that's a security.
Partially in order to better flesh out the business plan, partially in order to better flesh out the terms, partially for legal reasons.
Absolutely brilliant. And ETH not being able to scale before they released it.
Build on top of that. Turns out we can build a financial
you're
plumbing
saying
layer.
That the concept of launching something that doesn't scale and then rebuilding it as
It
something
scales,
scalable
it
was
scales
in the
somewhat.
initial plans or initial
yeah, we
thinking.
knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
Fail. Let's have a look at transactions just for lulz, because we know one day this is going to look absolutely superb. We'll do 3 months. We'll add XRP in there just for a joke. And then we'll just extend this out. There we go. Look at that. Bitcoin. We're now on 328,000 transactions in 24 hours. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's have a look at BSV data. Whoa, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That was huge. Hold on, man. There we go. Look at that. Whoa, 3 gigabytes of data from Metamask protocol and 3 gigabytes of data from Metamask ID protocol. This is absolutely massive. And that's over a 24-hour period. Oh my goodness me. And let's look at applications then. Do we get to see this morning? Oh, we might be lucky. There we go. Yep, Crypto Fights in top of the charts with 411 megabytes. Then Peer Games 8.1 and Router SV 5.5. Lovely jubbly. Alright, let's have a look at trends.cash. So apps ranking by money spent. TDXPF still macking it. RelayX in second. Run Protocol in third. And then Weebot. RelayX down in fifth. Another one. And then some unknowns, but we shall no doubt find out exactly what those unknowns are very soon. Apps ranking by performed actions, so it looks like a Router SV in first place this morning. Can't see Crypto Fights on there. Wow. That's probably why transactions are down, I would guess. I would guess it's Crypto Fights taking care of their own scaling issues. All right. Watch this space, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed, doing more transactions than ETH pretty much alone. Amazing. And CryptoQuant just goes to show you that all the exchanges were cashing out over the previous last year. The reason they were doing it is because they know it's utter garbage. That was counteracted by huge amounts of tether printing. So you ended up with a squeeze in the liquidity and a spike in the price, causing a massive bubble. But the exchanges are starting to cash out again now because they know it's utter garbage and they know what's coming. What's on chain? Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 2.5 megabytes. Memory pool usage currently 14 megabytes. Lovely jubbly. Look at all these lovely blocks that have been produced. Loving that. And Joho's memory pool. Here we go. Back in action. Good to see this. Look at all this. What a memory pool is meant to look like. There it comes in, then it gets cleared. There it comes in, then it gets cleared. That's it. What it's not meant to look like is Coolcoin, BTC, where it produce all these different spikes. Look at that. Because they simply just can't clear the data. Absolutely all over the shop. It looks horrendous. And we can see the effect that it's had on TX Street. And while we're looking at this, we'll have a quick chat with Adam Back, the CEO, who is the CEO of Blockchain, who centrally own and control BTC, and hear about his expectations of a payment network.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up, you muppet. I'm not waiting 4 hours to not pay a priority fee on a cash system, on a payment network. Absolutely insane. And look at that, the median fee, 33 cents. Yeah, so add that on top of your cup of coffee. But that is still not acceptable on a high-frequency trading platform where they're making billions of transactions a second. Imagine paying 33 cents for all that. Absolutely insane. And on Ethereum, we've got the median ETH transfer fee, $2.17. Absolutely horrendous. So Vitalik, how on earth do you respond to that?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Really? 5 cents a transaction is absurd. So what's $2.15? And let's have a look at our own issues. So what do we know about excessive money printing, fiat currency?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're looking at there. It's really not looking good, and you wonder why they're going around trying to jab everybody. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it today? Coin Gecko feeling good, 66%. Loving that on the way up. And BitPing, because BitPing is the Bitcoin network is the only network that can monitor all these other networks, because it's the only network that's up 24/7. Look at that, all these other networks, beautiful, all these jobs coming in. 46 countries and money flow per hour, 81 cents. That's going up, lovely jubbly. The morning run, so we've got a trade volume of 3,492, good. Well, we want that as low as possible. Remember, all these tokens here are all shitcoins. They're all illegal security offerings. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law. The only digital commodity here is Bitcoin, and that's had 405,870 purchases in the last 24 hours. Very good. And let's have a look at live coin watch for the depth charts. Where are we now? 5.5 million asks versus 3.3 million bids. Looks like the price is just going down at the moment by the looks of things. Or maybe that's a result of that. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Oh, holding its own. Oh, yeah. So we just had a price that's come down. That would explain the chart on its way down. And let's have a look at a cool coin versus USD. There we go. Oh, see, that was the tether pump, but it can't be sustained unless they print more tether. Oh dear, price is gonna come down again. Pump and dump is what we're looking at there. And Bitcoin versus Coolcoin. Oh, holding its own. Oh, look at that, it's going up. It's going up against Coolcoin. Come on, you beauty. And let's have a look at the entire CMC. Yeah, so Coolcoin down at 0.4, starting to accelerate. Where is Bitcoin? Up 1.5. These figures are going to change rapidly, almost like in a heartbeat, sooner or later. Yes, indeed. The Axie Infinity. What a joke! Oh my god! Look at that. All these shitcoiners. Where's that? What's that changed? 25%. Should we look at more details on this? Seriously, what am I doing? Whereas that over 3 months, all these shitcoiners are going to be celebrating. Look, change like it's gone up 5x in 3 months, but there's no value in it whatsoever. It's all going to tank. The entire market is going to tank. But shitcoiners shit for brains. They have no idea about these things. They're speculating. They got lucky. They're telling everybody else it's great. Everybody FOMO's in. Oh dear, it's like a bear trap. Jeepers. Alright, let's have a look at YouTube stats. Here we go. So we've got 618 subscribers. Please like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content. We're trying to catch the Bitcoin SV channel. So we're on 618. Let's find out where they are. Here we go. Bitcoin SV channel, where are they? 936. Come on, moving in the right direction. Bit of friendly competition never hurt anybody. And Streamality, 304 followers, made 40 cents on yesterday's video. Thank you very much, hope you enjoyed it. And Twitch, $124. Try making that on Twitter. Good luck with that. And 424 followers. Let's have a look at Twitch statistics over a 24-hour period. If we can find Acorn Stack. Here we go, rock and roll. So when were these figures taken? 16 hours ago. 12 new users. That's all right, you know, a little bit every day. Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. And Mama Bitcoin, let's take a Ruth Eastman. How is her doing? Well, 1,088. Oh, 1,090. Come on. 1,091. We'll have that. And our man Satoshi, is he still over 80,000 followers? Will they let him off? 80k. Oh, it was 80.1 yesterday. Now they brought it back down to 80k. They can't keep a good man down forever. No way. And stablecoin printer, how we doing? So 13 hours ago, $150 million was printed by US dollar Circle coin. What a joke. And stablecoin printer still not recording the $1 billion printed by Tether. What's going on? This is outrageous. We might have to not bother looking at a stablecoin printer anymore if they're not going to be reporting that. Maybe they've been corrupted. They've got to them. The silverfish. No way. All right, it looks like we're up to date with the figures. 27 minutes. Great stuff. Hope you enjoy the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.